Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Subterra Tech. I believe this is episode 9. Today's episode, we're going to be getting into Botania. So, first things first, we need to get ourselves some Botania petals. It looks like we actually just need flowers. So, we're going to get a mystical light blue flower. We're just going to go through and try to get quite a few types of flowers because we're going to need about every color. And they spawn all over the place. The way to do this more efficiently, I think, would be with pistons. Because I think you can just like kind of send everything shifting around and just do it automatically. But I mean, all of these are EMCable, so that will be very handy. I think that was a new one, maybe? Maybe not. We hadn't seen yellow before, that's for sure. Hadn't seen light gray. I don't really remember how many colors there are. Why am I thinking there's 16? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That makes me think we're missing one. But I don't know what we'd be missing. Mystical Lime. Okay. So that works. So we're going to go over here and EMC these. Because that is probably the wise thing to do. And then we should just need to pull out one and craft mystical petals, which are also EMCable. So next thing we're going to need the petal apothecary. So this is going to require Jesus Christ 5 energized shard blocks. Good lord. Okay, so let's just set up a recipe for energized shard blocks. Oops. And we shall just put this in this crafter here. Doesn't really matter. Did I just hear a zombie? Okay. Can I request 5? I cannot. I don't have the 10 resource. I don't have the resource cores. So it's looking like I'm going to have to take the iron downgrades out of these. Did I? Yeah. I just had it in there that way so we could build EMC, but I'm not even running that part of the system at this point. I guess I'm gonna have to kick that back on. Right? Because I mean, I guess, yeah, I mean, I don't see another way around it. Need to eat a little bit, but yeah, this is the only way I can foresee doing this. Alright, you're not outputting, because I think I may have hit you with a hammer. There we go. We got 145. Why do we only have 88 diamond? There's no hardened resource shells there, though. Got a few there. I mean, and this should be starting back up. It looks like we're running low on lapis again. That's slowly working its way to filling up, I guess. Yeah, so that's going to take a hot minute to get to, so I will... Never mind. I don't need to run this. Screw that. So I just need to pull out 45, which we can do with ease. Okay. We'll just craft these down. We'll learn these real quick. I don't know why, but we will. And then the other thing that we needed was a pedal. Help if I would learn to spell. How was it? Not like that, apparently. Oh, I'm missing one. Also did that horribly as well. Also don't really think that's right either. There, oh, it was up top, that's what it was. Pedal Apothecary. Acquired. We'll learn that bad boy. And we'll take it over here to our area of grass. Place that there. So we're going to be wanting to looking into making the Pure Daisy and the Endoflame. Looks like both of these are EMCable. This is going to take 4 mystical white petals, a water bucket, and a seed. So we need to get water over here. Okay. It should be pretty simple. Let's just grab a bucket or 2 of water, and we'll just make an infinite source over here. Unless I'm thinking of the wrong pack and there's no infinite sources in this one. Honestly, cannot remember. We'll put it here in this corner. Nope, there's infinite sources here. Cool deal. I will kind of just yeet that back there. So then we just need a seed, which I don't know if I think we should have a seed. There should actually be some in the system here. Yep, got the wheat seed. And we're going to need white. That's going to be 2 whites there, or 2 white petals. Give ourselves our 4th one. Then we should be able to do this. Should be boom. I think I planted that by accident. Gotta throw it in there. And we have a Pure Daisy. Let's go EMC this, that way I can pull a second one. At least for now, we'll just run with 2. Because I know that we are going to want to start turning stone and oak logs into living rock and living wood, which is this quest right here. Then we're going to also want to make the Endoflame, which is going to take 2 brown, a gray, and a red with a seed. So brown, gray, and red. So there's red, light gray, gray. We need it brown. Was it 2 browns? Yes. And then 1 gray and 1 red. And I didn't get the seed out from in here for this one. Oh well. As you can tell, everything is starting to transfer over. What am I missing? Oh, it's light gray. That'll do it. That will most certainly do it. And the G key does not work. There we go. And Endoflame. We'll learn that bad boy up because we're going to want several of those. Because that's going to be our easiest way of generating mana. Let me go make a pickaxe real quick. I'm just being lazy. It was using the hammer there to clear out this space. Do I have an axe on me? I do. Go to shapeless, obviously. I doubt this is EMCable. Living, okay, so living wood logs are. So I never have to worry about those again. But living rock I do. Which is a bit weird considering living rock, or you can EMC stone. Oops. Anyway, I don't guess it's not really that big of a deal. Alright, so I had to go AFK for a minute or two. So we saved up a little bit of EMC in the meantime from the basic resource system. I don't have anything else running right now because there's no real point because I can just pull out of the system whatever we need to use to craft. Yeah, so this is on auto mode. And our living rock is turning once again. That's up to 40. We'll go ahead and craft a little bit more, I guess. It's going to leave 7 because since I misclicked 1, but it's not the end of the world. We'll just throw all that in there and call it a good. Okay. Okay, so just for convenience purposes, I went ahead and cleared that out over there. And so what we're going to want it to do is we're going to want to make probably a couple mana starters. Definitely a few mana pools. And then we're going to want to make the runic altar after that, which is going to require living rock and a mana diamond, a pearl, or emerald, which is all really simple. We'll run over here real quick and grab out some ender pearls to do that with. But first, we have to set up. Do we have grass? No, I need to grab grass out of our system here. Because I need to replace the bottom section of this with grass. So that was so I can place down a bunch of endo flames. Okay, so we got that. We're gonna have to set up a dropper or something, or a dispenser or something. Right here, dropping down coal. And I think we'll probably get like 5 or 6 generators just set up here, just to feed these. But to start with, the mana pool is just, pretty simple. Just like this. Go ahead and make a few. Maybe 5. I guess we need. We'll make a 6th one. We'll have 1 for each row here. I'm gonna move these. Give ourselves a little bit more room. So I can go boom, 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 something like that. And then we can have our mana spreaders. right here. Okay, so got mana steel, which is just iron in there. I think we have to make a wand to bind this, right? I guess I could read the Lexica Botania. But real quick, let's inventory clear. Don't need any more of that. Or that. We'll get rid of the gray petals for now. We'll come back to it if we have to. Yeah, we need a wand of the forest. That's going to take living wood twigs and petals. And living wood twigs are just 2 logs. Okay. So I'm going to need the petals back out from in here. That's also EMCable, by the way. What is it? Gray, I guess, for now. And we want a wand of the forest. This is also EMCable, so we'll go ahead and just do that in case we lose this. We got bind mode and function mode, so we want to... These look like they're already doing what I want them to do. I have to bind the endo flames. What are you doing? Not what I want you to do. What in the world? Okay, that's doing what it's supposed to. Okay. There was probably an easier way to do this with much less mana spreaders, but it's fine. I don't know if there's a way to do multiples at a time, but oh well. The problem this is going to create is they're all going to be pretty spread out. So what I might do is get rid of these for now, and we'll just keep the 2 in the center. What are you doing? Not what I want you to do. You do that. Cool deal. So now we just have to drop something. I think anything burnable will go. Actually, yep, like that. So that's going to produce a little bit of mana. And we can see that this gave this just a little bit. So what we are going to do, run over here, grab some resource generators. Then we're going to need a dropper. Then like maybe a clock of some sort. I don't know if there's like a... We might just have to go with observers. I mean, it's fine. It's going to be a little bit more annoying, but we'll probably just try to mute the sound here in a minute. Okay, so that leaves us in need of 4 coal cores. Which... Which, I mean, I can just go... Shoot. I'll just go put it back in the chest over here. Or in the drawer over here. It'll figure itself out. And just like that, it has pretty much already figured itself out. The only thing else I need you, get rid of you, and you. Also need upgrades, I guess. Even if this does waste a little bit, it doesn't matter, because it's infinite resources. So I would think we'd want to drop somewhere along in here. So if we do this, grab ourselves a dropper, you there, that should be fine. That is completely backwards. Do something like that. So that should be taking that like that. Okay. Block dispenser failed. That is muted. There doesn't appear to be one for a dropper. Oh well. We shouldn't really have to deal with this that much. Okay, so resource generator, coal resource core, speed upgrade, item pipe, extract, resource generator, item pipe, extract, coal core, speed upgrade, and repeat. And that's kind of what this is going to do. It's just going to drop everything down over time and just start filling these mana pools up. We'll kind of see how quickly they fill up. It doesn't really seem like it's that quick. So we may need to expand the amount of endo flames we have, which I have no problem in doing so, because, I mean, it seems like we're actually producing just the right amount. Because it seems like we're keeping 1 to 2 on the ground at all times. This one's not burning. That one's not burning either. Looks like they're kind of cycling a little bit, but like this has not made very much mana yet. Whatever. Do we have enough? We do, for a mana pearl. Okay. So we can make a mana tablet. That's just living rock around any mana. And then we can throw this in, and this will fill this up just a little bit. I don't know why we would need to do that, but what we can do is throw that in there, grab our Wand of the Forest. We can actually empty this out into here. So this would be our way of combining right now. So that's all good. We need a runic altar. So let's make another Dumada mana pearl. I'm pretty sure this requires pedestals. So we'll just clear out another space here. We'll place it here for now. Maybe this doesn't. I'm not sure. I'm like 95% sure it does. Well, maybe it doesn't. Maybe you just click onto it. But this is where we're going to have to automate these, and that's interesting. Which I guess technically we only have to do this once. But I gotta do this recipe quite a few times, so... let me just double check I know what I'm talking about here. Yeah, okay. Can I automate this? Surely I can, right? I should be able to do like the same type as what I did here. So let's grab out a crafter. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. It's complete junk. And we'll just make another right one, because why not? And I don't have obsidian, so we'll make diamond. Still missing obsidian. Gold it is. Shouldn't take an awful long amount of time. Yeah, already got it. We're going to need a chest. And the rest of it we should have for the most part. Does this require mana? I think it does. Yeah, just a little bit. So we may have to do like a little... I think there's a way to use the mana spreaders to pull out of the mana pools. It's either that or we'll just have to turn it towards it. Okay, so... Oops, that's not correct. That's also not correct. That is the correct orientation. Chest on top. Runic altar here. Item pipe. That's not making a connection. Can I get a connection anywhere? No. Okay, so can't automate this. Well, actually, can I just throw stuff? I can. So that could be the way I do it? Could I get like a chute or something like that? Was that even seeable? So it's iron sheets and iron. So that's going to require engineer's hammer. Should be able to do that with relative ease. Might have already had it. Who knows? Make a bunch of them. Alright, so chutes. I'm pretty sure what these can do. Let's move this up one. Anyway. Chest up here. And then we're going to have a chute coming down out of that. So then I think we just need cable. Do I have any? I do. Cool. So that leaves us in the need to connect this. The grass will grow back. I'm not concerned about that. I don't have a shovel on me. We'll fix the ground at some... That's not correct. I might consider fixing that cobblestone at some point. But if I take a piece of dirt in here, it does go straight on there. That's fantastic. Yeah, so this is going to be our way of automation here. I just don't know what it does with products afterwards, so we'll have to figure something out for that. We might have to get like a collector of sorts. Let's see here. What do we need? Botanical resource shell. Let's save that recipe. Go to the pattern grid. We need 1 living rock. Is there a way I can like set that to the end? Like do something like that, and then change the amount. I generally don't know if this is going to work. So this is a botanical resource shell. So we're missing living rock and hardened resource shells. And that's just to make 1. I gotta go through this whole process here too, so this is gonna take a while. Probably a multi-episode chapter here. So I mean, to get more hardened resource shells, I'm gonna have to turn this back on. Oops. What does that even go to? Why is that connected? It shouldn't need to be connected. We can get a better link for that too. It's stupid to use such a low quality one. That's a little overkill. We'll pull out this one, the number 4. And then I'm going to need one of the crystals. Sorry, shards. This is probably going to rather quickly eat through what we have. Well, it can still only pull out 4 at a time, either way. It'll figure itself out pretty quickly. I mean, 9 out of 10 of these are going to be going to like the lapis section because these ones can't really hold anymore. Do I have like a pipe upgrade? I don't, but I can make one. Just that way so that can extract the 8 that it can in total. Just to ensure they're always filled up. Alright, so our losses should be going down. And then here in a second, like these will slow down their usage up a lot. Now it's literally just a matter of these are too slow. That's fine. I mean, it's still making, what, 4 at a time? We would need 6, but oh well. I only have 6 hardened resource shells here. It's supposed to be set to round robin. Whatever. I wish there was a way to limit this between 64 and 2K. It's too much of a difference, honestly. Okay, but either way, before we even really need to worry about this too much, because I mean, we're going to need what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, essentially. 10 just for that. Yeah, we're gonna need 10 of the basic thing there, so it's quite rough. So many craftables. So 10 of them, I'm gonna need 10 living rock. I mean, it's only 50 more hardened resource shells. That's not horrible. I doubt any of those have any in them. So how do I prevent that? I could send this to furthest first for now. I can't wait to forget about that. But now all of these should go to here first. Okay, so that puts us in a good spot there. And then that's pretty simple over there as well. So we need to make mana steel, and then we need a terrestrial agglomeration plate, which is going to require a bunch of runes. Okay, so let's just grab a stack of iron real quick, and we'll just make a bunch of mana steel. And I'm just in craftables, so that's not going to work. It doesn't seem like this uses that much mana to transmute anything. I mean, they're starting to build up pretty decent as well. Let's clear out a little bit of the garbage once again. It's all junk. Alright, so terrestrial agglomeration plate. So we need to get runes. So this is all on the runic altar. Okay. So what I'm going to do, because I am lazy, I'm going to go through and save all these real quick. And save all the extra parts that I don't have. That's an issue. Mana powder, which is going to be gunpowder or redstone. Okay. I didn't know that was a thing, to be honest. There we go. Yeah, that took a mana powder as well. Earth, that's stone, block of coal, mushrooms. That might be an issue. I can just buy the mushroom real quick and run it for a second. I think that is the only option we have. And I mean, we can just run it. Oh, this is self-aware now as well. So it's 99.5% success rate. And it's importing all it can at the moment. We need to honestly get a better one. What was I doing? Don't want to mess with the wither one. We can take the snow out for just a second. I just need this to go through once. First one's a fail, kind of expected. I think we got plenty of snow for now, so I'm not horribly concerned. Another fail. All right, so we'll give that a second. So Rune of Mana, so that's Mana Pearl. Okay, that's easy as well. Just need some Ender Pearls. We'll go ahead and transmute a few of those. Like 16 of them. Like, might as well, is the way I'm going to see that. So Rune of Air, so we need Carpet. Feathers. So, how do we get a feather? I'm going to have to get a chicken prediction. It's stupid. Still nothing. You still haven't succeeded. We'll pull out the creeper for a second, put in a chicken. You got this. I mean, I can throw those in there. They're completely unnecessary. Please work sometime soon. You got another fail. I mean, you'd think it's got to hit eventually, I guess. Anywho. So, waiting on the feathers. Carpet. That is something I can craft. I just need wool. And I need to... What am I doing? Save the recipe for wool. I'm just doing that because I'm lazy. Save that. So that gives us carpet. We're gonna fire, so we need another wart. Which is easy. Cool. So let's start throwing patterns in. And throw some of this junk in here as well. I'm just trying to get the crafts for now. Which it looks like that's all that there is. Oh, Jimothy Crickets. That's not what I wanted to do. So we need Earth one. Got the mana one there. Need air. And we need fire. Do I have any nether brick? I don't. We can get some real quick. Over to our very primitive smelter. Please tell me you've succeeded. Okay, we can throw the snow golem back up in here. And you have made a chicken prediction. Cool deal. Have a creeper back up in there, because who wants a chicken? And we'll just throw those back up in there. We can learn this real quick. I mean, might as well. And then we'll throw it into the system. Okay, so okay. That worked. That's fine. Probably need to teach the system how to make a coal block as well. Come to think of it. Huh? That is most certainly a recipe. I guess it needs it in the output. Oh well. Okay. So, throw that in there. Throw you in there. Okay. Rune of water. Need sugarcane. Easy. Rune of mana. I guess we'll wait. Okay, so it looks like that needs the mana. Yeah, so we can send a little bit of mana over here. Yeah, we'll send 3 over for now. And I think this just launches it to the ground, honestly. Oh. Okay, so at least now all we have to do is right click. The problem is I have the system set up over here. Rune of mana, go for it. It'd be kind of hard to set this up to be automatic. Where'd it go? It's back over here. So we got our Rune of Mana there. Rune of Fire, so we need to go over here and grab our smelting product. We got 2 more after this. This seems to be the best way I can think of to do this. Where'd it go? It's way back over here. That's the Rune of Fire done. We'll use Earth. Look how quick that's going. That's the Rune of Earth. 1 more rune to go, and that is the Rune of Air. And it's already starting to put stuff in. I need to eat. Almost done. And there is all the runes that we're going to need for you. Alright, so we're going to need 3 blocks of lapis. I'm going to start by throwing all this in here. And I need to find my mana steel and make a block. I'm lazy, so we'll just save that recipe like that. And that is a terrestrial agglomeration plate. If I'm not mistaken, we'll go in here, we'll look into... No, not in there. The terra steel, yep. Yeah, so we need 4 blocks of lapis lazuli and 5 living rock. So we need more stone because I am completely out of living rock. But that is no problem. I put these one too far apart. No. That'll go just beautifully. We'll just start filling up those mana pools a little bit as well, because we're going to need it at some point. How can I make the botanical resource shells now? No, I just need 2 more living rock though, so that'll be good. We can go ahead and change the setting back over here to actually feed the other stuff again. That's starting to pop. Go to shapeless. I'm at 16. Beautiful. What was I doing? Okay, so I need 4 blocks of lapis. And then I needed that living rock I just put in here. Okay, so where do we want to do that? Suppose back here is as good a place as any. Just something simple like this should do the trick. And that should be the terrasteel agglomeration plate made. This does take a ton of mana. So I mean, we'll definitely be looking forward to making this core. But it also takes 5 blocks, so it's quite a bit. Let's see here, where's the iron at? Because we're gonna make. Oops. Alright, so how do we do this again? So we need mana pearls, mana diamonds as well. Okay. That's not the right thing. Why did it start throwing down stone? I guess we're waiting on more mana. So I mean, we can start it. I feel like this probably isn't making enough mana though. Um, Oh, I forgot sparks were a thing. Anyway. Generating flora. I'm just trying to figure out if there's going to be anything good in here. He's like, that's going to take forever. And this is just for one. We need 45 at least. Anyway, we'll come back to that here in just a second. We'll grab some more endo flames out of here. And some grass. Yeah, that's gonna be going for a minute because it takes like 2 full, or it takes half of a full mana pool, so that's gonna be miserably long. Okay. I could, I suppose. I'm always in the wrong one. So if we do something like that, I mean, I can just... Because that's what these produce, right? Coal? Yeah. So if we're being technical, it's going to look bad, but no need to concern ourselves with that detail at this point in time. We're looking for a functionable. So now this should have next to infinite coal coming out of it. Right here, we're gonna at least double our amount of endo flames. How do we make sparks? Really easy, honestly. We'll get there here in a second. Okay, these are automatically linking anyway. You didn't, though. Alright, you're too far away. Are you too far away? You are. That's sad. Everybody else should be good, though. We probably could reposition this at this point. Because we're not getting any over here. It would also be nice to slow this down. Is there like a timer? I mean, there's a pulse timer with create, but I don't know if that's what we need. That's a little too quick. Just a little. I guess I accidentally ran this over at some point. Alright, so let's go over here. What are we missing to make a spark? Okay, blaze powder. Easy. And then we need petals. That's also easy. We'll just take gray for now, because why not? Get ourselves a few sparks. Let's go ahead and actually... Sure, that's 2 more than what I meant to. Or, I guess it's 1 more than I meant to. Let's grab the other mana pools out. Oh, I only had 4 more? I don't 100% remember how these work. Not like that. Let's look in the Lexica Botania. Is there a lesson on sparks? Not in there. Yep, there it is. So I think this can access any of these pools now. So I mean, in theory, yeah, it looks like it's drawing out from in here. It very much is. Is it gonna have enough mana? Probably not. Already completely drained and not there. But we are producing quite a bit more mana than what we just were. The only other way, because you see, we're not actually using these at the moment. One, two, oh, that's the 4th one, 5th one's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we need to be on the 5th one. 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that puts us right here. Whoops. That's not correct. And then we just need to bring all this joyous time into the side of it. Ah, I walked over it again. So much mana wasted. At least this way. I I mean, and they're not really getting overrun any. I mean, this one kind of is. Yeah, this one is. Okay, it's back to manageable. Okay, something like that should be fine. Can I place a spark on this still? No, that's a bit unfortunate. Oh well. So at least now we're making mana. I never got to actually make those shards, did I? That's because you needed you. And so it has got to go through and craft a mega amount of shards in the sort. I mean, it's only got to make 5 more blocks of energized steel. Did I not set that up over here? Apparently not. Yep, it's right there. Oh, I bet you I know what it is. I bet you I never set up the recipe for energized steel to just be crafted. Oh well, it'll figure itself out. Looks like it is starting to craft some stuff. The energized resource shells is what it's doing. I mean, that'll honestly be done pretty quick. This is still going to be the problem. Because, I mean, to make this, like I said, I need 45 Terra steel. Which, quite frankly, is rather expensive. But we might can see if we can't get into like the nature of pylons. Because I mean, we gotta go up here and fight the Gaia spirits. How do we get? So that's 4 Gaia spirit ingots. I think these are a drop. They should be. Yep. Yep. And nobody's getting overwhelmed at the moment, so that's good. It looks like there's not enough coal coming in, so we'll do that. But once again, it could just be a lack of them actually burning it. But I feel like this should also have just more coal coming now. Right? Which, I mean, I guess it's not really operating on a massive surplus. I mean, if I was feeling nice to myself, I'll just pull out 64 of these, right? And just go down the line here. And just double these generators' efficiency. Oh, it's putting out some coal now. Oops. That'll be good. It's still just a crafting away, making some niotic crystal cores at this point. And then it's just got the nitros left to make after it makes the spirited. Actually, I think it's making the mechanicals now. Which I've got to stay over here for this. Oh no. Which this isn't the end of the world. It at least gets all the resources over here. Ah. Alright, so that currently doesn't have any mana going to it. Ah, shucks. Why is that not going? I understand it needs that much mana, but why isn't it doing the progression? Unless we have to have a spark up here? That is broken? I think, okay, that worked. Okay, so it doesn't look like that can even do that. What does this want from me? I mean, I'm literally putting all the mana I have into it. No, not you. Like, I understand that part, but this should be enough. Right? Because, I mean, all these runes took mana as well. I can't place a spark up there. Is there anything in here that could help? Runic altar. Alright, so there's nothing in there about this. That's still not trying. I mean, there's nothing up here. Can I place a spark and then it? Let me try making another mana pool real quick. Genuinely perplexed. Nope, that broke the spark. Jesus Christ, that's so loud. There we go. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay, cool. That's so much better. Alright, let's try to do a little bit of reading here. Let's look into mana manipulation. Did that need to be with any specific thing? No, that's not what I want to do. Huh. I just don't know. It makes no sense. I mean, that's in a spark. Does that count? In the meantime, let's rebind these. That was so they're actually being productive. This makes no sense. Why is that not crafting? Is it broken? Alright, Runic Altar, Nitro, Energized, Botanical. With a little bit. I mean, it's not even that much mana it takes. Let's try sending the mana first, and then we'll try making the recipe. Why does it say it can't do it? That's preposterous. Okay, so I figured it out. I was just being impatient with it. It takes it a hot minute to get enough mana. You can kind of see the progress bar over there on the right. I just don't think I had enough mana either being made or, in the works. Right click with an empty hand to put in the last recipe. Oh, okay, that's quite helpful. And the mana spreaders are like insanely full. Ah, forgot the living rock. Gotta do this 10 times in total. But this shouldn't take that long, I wouldn't think. It's like some of these endoflames still aren't picking up for whatever reason. There's obviously a metric ton of coal on the ground. But who knows what they're doing. They might actually be working and the particles just aren't applying. You can't be there. Then after we finish this, we'll just get all of these back up and running again. And then that will at least get us started here into these botanical. We're going to need a conjuration catalyst, which is elementium, which is elven trade. Okay, that's a little rough, but we'll get there here in a minute. What? Why is that a quest? It gives you one, like up here. Huh? We're gonna want to make these nature pylons. That's a terra steel. Yeah, but we're gonna work on other things first. Oops. We'll just throw that up there. 3 more to go after this one. I can't believe these things are still full. Throw that back down. I mean, and the mana spreaders are just like, I think they're overfilling this. But we'll rebind them down here in a second. It'll kind of balance itself out for the most part. Be nice and easy. I didn't see that progress bar moving earlier. Or progress. I don't know why I was saying progress. That's weird for me. Doesn't really matter, but oh well. That'll be our 10th botanical. Ah, shoot. It'll be our 10th botanical resource shell, which should be all that we need. Looks like it. Okay. Alright, so first off, we need terra steel. So let's just rebind these. And that should be able to make work with this. So I need more mana diamonds. Because I need, what, 45? So that's 12 more. And then we're going to need 45 ender pearls as well. That's 48, so it's close enough. Cool. Um, I mean, we have a little bit of mana. Is it enough? Who knows? Isn't that all we need? Or am I missing something? Oh, I think I know. What do you know? I was right. Alright, so that's going to be pulling mana from all of these. And we have our first piece of Terra Steel here. No reward for that, which is kind of unfortunate. We have to do that 45 more times. This is going to take absolutely ages. And we're already pretty much out of mana. Need to diverse from that one. Just trying to get some weight off of that one's shoulders. Nope, still struggling. Now that one's struggling. Okay, that's a bit unfortunate, honestly. And I just wasted a bunch of mana. So, I mean, I guess we need to let that build up. But in the meantime, we're going to need to start making some of these Natura pylons. I think we need 2 of those, maybe? This could be a mana pylon times 2. Hopefully I was right in saying that I needed 2. Let's see here. Where's the... No, not Alf. Elven. Well, we'll get there here in a second. We'll just make what we need here real quick. Oh, we have to throw that into the Elven trade to get the other one. Okay. So, how do we make the Elven portal? Huh. Generally just don't see it. No, not gonna be there. Ender artifacts, no. That's Alf. Oh, the portal to Alfheim. Okay. At least 2 mana pools and natural pylons. Living wood blocks. Okay. And we need a Elven Gateway core. Okay, so let's see here. Let's grab living wood logs. Okay, so we need the Elven Gateway core. We'll probably just attempt to place this. Nope, that's the wrong setting. I'll probably just attempt to put this portal back here somewhere. That was so it's number one, out of the way. And number two, we can rob mana from this system. And we'll put it closer to this edge. We're going to need another spreader, though. Okay, so at least... Ah, shoot. Alright. So we need 3 glimmering living wood. How do we get glimmering? I'm assuming that's going to take a piece of... Oh, no, okay. It just takes glowstone. Bet. Once again, I forget that I can't press the G key in the menus because it just closes it. And we'll even see that for fun. Okay, so I think it's the same size as a normal portal. But we'll put the core over here. Is it 2 wide or is it 3? Looks like 3 on each side. Okay. Grab the axe out because that is the tool to use. Place you there. You there. You there. We also need to break one up here as well. We need our living wood logs. Cool. And so we're going to need 2 more mana pools. And, yeah. Okay, so we got mana pools, which are just like that. 2 mana pools. We need a mana spreader. I guess we actually need 2 technically. And then we'll grab out some more of the what type of flower is that? It slipped my mind. Indo flames. And this way, I think it goes something like that. Place the pylons there? Question mark. Okay, so let's go ahead and place down a spreader here and here. You're going to go to there. You are going to go to there. We're going to place down some more Indo flames. They should bind to that. Yep, and they are starting to produce mana over to here. Probably should get some grass going. How do we light this? Right-clicking the core. I must not have enough yet, which would honestly make sense. Let's go grab some grass that way so we can plant some more Indo flames. We can break all the way up to here. And we can just place all the flower or all the grass that we could ever want. Okay, and endoflames. I don't know if they're going to be able to reach, but they're there anyway. So you're still able to keep up. I don't think these can actually reach that, which is a bit unfortunate. I don't know how that's getting blocks of coal, but I guess it is what it is. Alright, so that mana spreader is completely full. It's doing all it can do. I would think by now we would have enough to do at least a couple of crafts of Terra Steel. This shouldn't take very long either. Yeah, I think it's about to go. It's drained 3 of the pools, and it's still not done. Is it going to figure its life out? Like, genuinely, is it going to figure its life out? Okay, apparently these 3 didn't have anything on them. I don't think I have enough for another craft, but we'll go ahead and try it anyway. Let's go dump some of this cobblestone and stone out of here. It's in the way. Like half of the stuff is. Cool. I mean, and that's trying its darndest to craft. I'm sure we'll hear momentarily. Alright, so what all do I need out from in here? How do we get Alf Steel? 1.5? And so that takes Elementium, which we get by... It looks like it's a 2-to-1 on all those ratios. So let's go ahead. It's kind of a shame there's not like a mana diamond or anything of the sort. Okay, so that would be your way to automate this. It does require more mana steel, but it also doesn't require you to get the living rock and all that fun stuff. We'll see if there's a point in doing that. I'm sure there will be. Refined obsidian. Obsidian there. Yeah, like a lot of this stuff we can do already. Like a lot of stuff isn't hard. Alright, so I finally got that to work. I went ahead and made a bunch of Elementium, or I made a stack of Elementium, 2 stacks of Pixie Dust, and 2 stacks of Dragonstone. Hopefully that's enough to get us through all of what we need here in Botania. I think it will be, but we're going to go ahead and make the Mana Steel and the Elementium resource core. Both are fairly simple. Got this focused down into one pool for now. Doesn't really make that much of a difference. This is going to, like, the Terra Steel is just going to take forever with this current generation. We might have to find a better way. to make mana steel, we need 5 blocks. Okay, and it's going to be the same way both on both mana steel and the elementium. So there's our 5 blocks. Elementium. That is the world's hideous, or the world's most hideous block. Whoops. I accidentally got rid of the spark. That's fine. You go there anyway. I think you're aimed over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shell. And it's going to take it a minute to decide it wants to exist. In the meantime, let's go ahead and grab ourselves some more generators. Oops. We'll go ahead and prep a few. And that leaves us in need of some drawers as well. I think there's only 4 type. No, there is 5. Never mind. It's almost up to halfway. We'll add a second one to it to make this go a little bit faster. You know what? We'll take a whole half off. Okay, so this does take living rock as well. Do I have any in here? Oh, I do. What? Not the right thing. Alright, so we have a elementium resource core. Okay, we don't have what it takes to make another one quite yet, but that's fine. That's going to work on charging itself up real quick. Already got the living rock on there. Who knows what this is doing at this point? I don't know why. Anyway. How do you still have a signal? How are you charged? I guess it's from this? Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, I didn't know that did that. We'll let it just about die out here. There we go. We got mana steel and elementium able to be automated. Do we do that over here? Probably. Good lord, the inventory's a mess. I don't know what that was even doing. I mean, honestly, we'll probably just place it right here. Is that gonna get in the way, though? It shouldn't. And of course, I have the security tool, but not the other one. Also, shouldn't we be able to make another upgrade by now? Where would that be? Yeah, right. I would suspect we would be able to. Oh, absolutely could. That triples the speed. This quadruples. We can't quite do quads yet. Also, this takes 38 million per, and we're not in that kind of situation yet. We'll start playing a little bit fast and loose with our EMC once we start getting into the power flowers, which, if you remember, even the basic one here requires 9 million EMC for the botanical shard block. And then we will be going up through these rather quickly. So that makes 612 a second, which is okay. I'd like to get one that I'd like to get up to either the magenta one, which is 104 million, which we are close to being able to get, and we will be able to get by the time we get the the shards. By far, we might even be able to get the next tier up, which would be fantastic. Okay, so let's just put the basic upgrade in for now. I'm going to be lazy. I typed a G again. I wish there was a way to generate the other resources like the Dragonstone and Pixie Dust. Don't know why I'm there. Why do you have Uranite? Don't do that, please. Okay, we'll move that down one. Ooh. This is going to be a issue. Can I find a better place to do this? We'll see. I mean, it doesn't really matter where this goes. I mean, honestly, I can just do this. I think this one got a snowball. That's no good. Go away. But what we can do, speed upgrade. We'll start with Mana Steel, Elementium, get you in there. We can go ahead and lock these in with the upgrades as well. Uranite can go as well. Then boop boop. I do need a linking tool. I don't know where mine went. I put it in here. It's probably a good reason I couldn't find it. We'll throw some of this stuff in here. I'm gonna have to go through. Oh, I forgot to rebind these. Okay. And do, oops, back to the one-to-one. And then we are going to want to start making Terra Steel again. But honestly, that's just a super slow process that I will probably work on in between episodes. Why are you not? Oh, I don't have it set to extract. That would be why. Yep, cool. Lock. Linked. So now we're just generating Elementium and Mana Steel. We'll go ahead and set those to extract, even though it has no effect on our operations right now. Okay. So we're going to want the Mana Infuser. So that's going to take so many runes. So many things I don't have. Okay, how do I guess I gotta grow some wheat. Um, I'm gonna be wasteful here. I guess I can do it over here. Grab some bone meal out because I'm not going to wait. All I need is one because I can EMC that and pull out 64. Throw that into the system. Okay, so we'll save this. The Glimmering Dreamwood. How do we get Dreamwood? Oh, we throw Living Wood into that portal. Okay. I didn't know that was a thing. Let's do that rather quickly before that portal. I think it'll eventually close. No, we're actually building mana. And I don't want this coal. Please go away. Where'd my other one go? I put in 64. They gypped me. Darn elves. Cool, we can do that. So that will be plenty of Dreamwood. Okay, so we need a Rune of Spring. We can save that. Do I have... I think I have the Rune of Water and Rune of Fire already set up. That shouldn't be an issue. I've just got to move that Runic Altar back underneath that crafter. We'll be good there. Rune of Summer. So it's going to take a Melon Slice. I should know how to make those. Melon Slice is interesting. Let's just save that for now, honestly. We'll come back to it here in a second. Can I not just... Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Rune of Asgard. That takes a Rod of Bifrost. Okay, we can actually do that, though. That's super easy. Netherite's easy. Air and Autumn should be done. Rune of Pride. Do that. A lot of these piggyback off of each other, which I'm not the biggest fan of. That's just a Rune of Autumn. The leaves are almost an issue. It's been so long since we grew a tree. We'll just grow a oak sapling. We need shears. Do I have anywhere that's even tall enough? I guess out here is. I guess this is where I probably grew my only tree, or my first trees. Like, it's been a hot minute. I need dirt. Do I have any over here? By dumb luck. Oh, nope. I don't have any dumb luck. Okay. And I didn't grab out enough bone meal. Yay! Let's just grab the full stack. Cool. And shears. And shapeless. We'll get rid of that because it's an eyesore. Quite frankly. Throw you into the system, throw you in the system. Throw all of that in the system. We don't need the mana tablet either. Alright, so I got the Rune of Autumn. That'll be easy enough. Rune of Winter. The cake is a interesting part of that. I should be able to make a type of wool if I'm remembering right. I guess we'll see. Oh, do I have to have, like, an extra thing? Oh, real quick. I need to throw this into the portal. And once again, I run straight through. So I think that unlocks some more stuff. And we actually didn't even grab that much coal up. So that's actually fantastic. Or obedience? What? Oh. Okay. Let's see here. Are there any more? Oh, there are some more. Each location within the flower's 25 by 25 area counts as a cells. Jesus Christ. What is this? That's just stupid. Okay. Oh, it's so interesting. Anyway, what was I doing? Oh, yeah, that might be an issue. Like, I don't know if that means it's in a different tree or if it's like a different place that it needs to be or what. Um, place you there. I forget this has to be fed from the bottom. Oh, I had a chute. That's right. Let's go grab that chute back out then. Why did I ever put it away? Oh, probably because it was in the way. Alright, so that should work and be fine. Let's see here. We need to... Redstone signal locks auto crafting. Sure. We'll grab ourselves a lever. Why are there so many types? Oh, some of these like reset after some time. Okay. And this way we can just kind of like flick it to like pulse in. Yeah, so that should work. Okay, let's make the recipes that we need. I want to say I should already have that. I should have most of this stuff up to this point here. So we'll go ahead and save that. We'll put it over here. That way, so it's out of our way and we know that it's an actual crafting recipe. Okay, that should be fine. Rune of Spring. Is that adding? Oh, that's the output. I'm just dumb. Oh, jeez. Who let me exist? Rod of the Bifrost, that's just a craft. Rune of Pride. Easy enough. Rune of Pride takes Rune of Summer. Yay. So much fun. Then Rune of Winter. We've also got to figure out how to make cake here. Oh boy. We're gonna have to get milk, right? So, which is kind of an issue, right? I don't know how to go about getting milk at this point. Right, so we can either go cow essence, right? But we can't, I don't even think we can do this. Because, I mean, we need, number one, cows. But you can also put leather. Yeah, I mean, that would be a way to do that. Huh. The milk in that recipe throws me off quite a bit. How? Like, all I need is one, right? So we can melt a skeleton? That's quite puzzling. Oh, we can also melt wither skeleton skulls. Okay. Uh, let's just grab. Okay, that's gonna be our way to do this. Seared melter, seared heater. Nope, not you. We need a casting basin. That was so we can get a full bucket. Let's just go ahead and save the recipe for cake real quick. Yeah, definitely that one. That's not the. Go away. We also need eggs, which we can take our old chicken bud here to get eggs. Are you full? No, so we'll use you. You don't have prediction matrices. Why don't we have prediction matrices? Did we run out of that batch? Also, why can I not type? So we're missing glass. Okay. Okay, that's got its life figured out. Okay. Uh, ooh, about messed up. Real quick, we can do a seared heater, seared melter, casting basin up there. We need to grab some coal or something similar. And this should be my wither skeleton guy. Not you, next one over, but I can't get to it now because of this. Ah, huh. Get to it now. Alright, let's just manually make some prediction matrices real quick. Just batch make a bunch. And this is an 80% success chance, so we just need to sit here and wait on this to produce. I don't exactly know how many I need. Uh, Milk. So it looks like 4 will make a bucket, so I just need 4. Oh, not you. Not you. Alright, so that succeeded. We want you to make Wither Skeleton Skullhead, so I need this to go through twice. And we shall see here momentarily. Oh, was that a success? Yes. Cool beans. I gotta wait on another one. That was I can actually put this onto the correct thing. Give it just a second. Cool. Can do 3 at a time. And for whatever reason, this makes milk. It doesn't make any sense at all to me. Hopefully this works like how I think it does. It looks like it should. Where'd my bucket go? Oh, I kind of threw it down over here, didn't I? Huh? Did this make cheese? Well, that didn't do what I wanted it to do. Okay, maybe I needed a... Oh, I think I know what I need to do. Need to get you out. Let me go back over to our handy dandy wither skeleton skull generator. Just need to do that recipe one more time. And now I need to get it clicked back over to bones, because I don't need that many wither skeleton skull heads. I have no intentions on fighting the wither anymore. Is one of these guys my chicken? Yep, and he just hasn't did anything helpful. Oh, shoot. Let me run around back there in a second. Drop you off. Pick up that pipe upgrade. Don't want to lose it. Doesn't matter. Like, I have next to infinite resources. I'm just being stingy. Hopefully this works like how I think it might. It does. Let's go. And I can actually learn that recipe. Let me throw these recipes in here real quick. I don't want to deal with them. Throw just a few milk buckets in there. That'd be good. So now I need melons, right? Do I have... I do have melon seeds. I also need eggs. You have feathers, don't want you. Alright, the next one failed. It's got a 13% accuracy chance. Hopefully it can figure itself out soon. I don't really want to sit here all day. Cool. It's going to succeed. Need to guess where the eggs are going to be. It doesn't produce eggs. Okay, that is another issue. Do I have eggs? There's like legitimately just no way to get them. Okay. Let me go around the backside here to get that pipe reattached. There we go. Okay, what am I meant to do, right, to get an egg? I mean, it's for the same one. It's the cake that really throwing me for a loop. So chicken essence, or that's it, right? We can get chicken seeds with prodigium essence and chicken souls, and I mean, we could do that. Right. I also don't. That requires solium, which is solium ore melted down, and I don't have a way to craft that or get that. I'm confused as to how you're supposed to get that. Maybe it's something later on, but that begs the question on how I'm meant to get eggs unless I'm just supposed to have one naturally spawn. Because it's a feed. Nutritious chicken feed. I mean, that requires a chicken. Like, I'm confused because the chicken doesn't make eggs, and there's no way to get to the solium. I am at a loss. So anyway, if we look at the mana infuser, what are we missing for it? Some saplings, glimmering dreamwood, the rune of Asgard. I thought we did that. Maybe not. We're missing sand, melon. Okay. So the sand's easy. So is the glimmering dreamwood. Okay. So where is that? What does that leave us needing? The rune of Asgard, which requires a rune of air. Do I not have that? Huh. So let's go back over here. Rune of Asgard. And it seems like we should be able to make everything on that. Mind you, it's gonna take like 15 years over here still, but so we're missing melon slices, mana diamonds, eggs, glimmering dream. Did I not just put that in there? Oh. Oh, it's 4. Okay, I'm just stupid again. Okay, melon. I need bone meal. And that should eventually make a melon. It's gonna take a while, probably. Meanwhile, turn around, it's probably already growing. I wish. How are our little dudes doing here? I mean, they're producing quite a bit. Need mana diamonds, so that's fun. So I'm about to use a little bit of my stockpile. Wait, well, we can actually probably go over here. Yeah, that was a good decision. Just about crushed that, but that's fine. Everything's great. We're missing saplings and eggs. Okay. Saplings should be able to grab out from in here. Okay. Oh, apparently it wants the blazing ones for God knows what reason. Okay, so now we're missing melon slices and eggs. Eggs. How are we going to get eggs? Right. So it looks like the only option, at least that I can see, is going through Mystical. I mean, there's no other option. Right? And that's going to require us to go set up an infusion altar, which we can't do. How are you meant to get eggs? I'm going to see if I can't figure this out and I'll be back. Okay, so you can make chicken bait with 2 seeds. I'm gonna want this guy imprisoned, honestly. We could make a fence. Could. Oh, so it's not a complete prison? And that is EMCable as well, so we'll just... Oops, I got rid of my wand. Now it's white all over. That's okay, I guess. You're a waste of space. Okay, they need water. Then it's gonna complain about the lack of room. So, okay. We'll imprison him here in a minute. We need grass. Okay, just or it says saplings as well, so we'll just grab a bunch of saplings out. You're too close. Okay. And grab a seed. I don't feel like this is too close. I guess we'll just walk this way. I mean, at a certain point, I can't get so much further away. I feel like that should be enough. It might be like a time thing too. I don't know. Did I just get lost in my own base? I think so. Yeah, I need to be back here. Alright, so I had to walk over to that corner of our base over there for like 10 minutes. And he finally spawned. Jesus. We're gonna spam this guy with a bunch of seeds to reduce the cooldown or the growing time. And we're just wasting seeds at this point. And then we're gonna have to wait an additional 500 seconds, whatever that equates up to. We can also go ahead and remove the saplings before they grow. Yeah, so we'll get an egg here in 466 seconds. Okay, if I remember to come up grab it. So we'll grab like a hopper or something. You got the hopper placed down just in time, so in theory, it should go in there. Oh, also the melon is grown. Let's save that, and then we'll grab out some melon slices, throw them in the system. I need to replace this. I completely forgot. Linking tool. Thank you. Yeah, so that's going to be a little bit behind compared to the Mana Steel, but it doesn't really matter. Okay. Let's grab out a few of these. We don't need mana powder, we need mana pearls. Which we don't have many of. We'll take these 32 ender pearls back here to the back portal. Sure. Don't think that's quite how the math works out, but whatever. Because these are pretty much full. So we're going to start making some Terra Steel. I mean, this uses a huge amount of mana. And we just got to... Ah, shucks. Just got to do this, what 40 sometimes? Yeah, 45 times. Why is there a sheep here? Why are there two sheep here? I don't remember requesting you guys to come here. But, you know, whatever. I still got two full. Well. Okay, it's working from further in. We can probably make a couple more. Ah! What are you doing? Wasted some more mana. That's fantastic. That's what we'd love to do. Do we have enough for the 8th one? I would think so. Just barely. Okay, so we'll throw this stuff back into here. So we're up to 10 Terra Steel, so we need 35 more. Once again, it's going to take ages. How close are you? What's that, 4 minutes? Okay. What is Elf Steel? Okay, so we need the mana infuser for that. And that's 1.5 mana pools. Full mana pools, I think, per craft. Or we need 45 of them. What is the Terra Steel? Oh, it's a full mana pool. Okay. I'm sure there's a better way to get mana. So that's feeding it flowers. Huh. Like, I think the bad part is, like, I think we could do that. And it shouldn't be that hard to do. To feed them various types. It says ludicrous amounts. So, I think we try it. So it's called the Rafflesia? Alright. Ooh. Let's just set the recipe and we'll see what we need. Okay, actually, we don't worry about you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I worry about the rest. Four, 8. What is it missing? It's missing something. Pixie dust. I mean, we'll try it. See if it works. Yeah, we'll see. Rafflosa. You don't need a water bucket. Maybe we tried this recipe? Oh, Lord. But missing a black shimmering mushroom and 2 purple shimmering mushrooms. Oh, does that have to be mushrooms? It looks like you take petals. Purple, black, and green. Oops. Once again, did the same thing I've been doing the whole time. Some people would call that dumb. I call it being myself. Green, black, and what was it? Purple? Okay, it's not liking that for whatever reason, so we can change that pattern over. As it said, we can do petals as well. Oh, we could have just did that. Oh well. Okay, let's try this one more time. It says we can do it. What is it working on? It's got to try to craft the Rune of Earth, the Rune of Pride, and the Rune of Summer. Is it too close? Well, no, it's not even getting it up here. Eh? Also, where'd the shoot go? Oh, I see it up. Oh, we got an egg. Okay, we'll scratch what we're doing for now. Oh, okay. I see. We'll cancel that. Put the seeds in there. Save the egg. Ah! All I can type in is E. Suppose that would be the other way of doing it there. Okay. Why are you not trying? I mean, you say you... Why is it saying no machine found? Is it not seeing it? That is a gold crafter. Yeah, right there it is. Oh, the crafter's not faced in the correct direction, right? This is going to make a catastrophic mess of my inventory. Nope. Nope. Why won't you cooperate? Okay, that should work. Maybe. Guess we'll find out. Mana infuser. Nope, not the... And we're gonna go ahead and grab out our living rock. Only have 19, that's probably not enough. Is it still not able to locate it? Why? All those are faced the exact opposite direction of that. Absolute genius. We'll replace the chest here in a second. Okay, that should work. Which, that's what I said last time. We want the redstone pulse thing. Knock you down. Luckily, everything was kind of cooked from the start here. We can just throw everything back in. It's gonna be no harm, no foul. Because we need that redstone pulse inserts next set cooking. Or else we're just in for it. Okay. Let's cancel you. And let's restart the mana infuser. Why are we now unable to craft it? Oh, that's because I'm dumb and have the Rune of Summer in my inventory. Okay, I placed it in there. What do you want me to do? But I don't see it, though. It put it up there. There we go. Grab some living rock. And this should have 0 going in. Oh, okay, it has 1 set through it. Okay, so that worked. Oops. Got rid of the spark by accident. Alright, so we have 3 of these guys going on this now. What does it take to make a hopper hawk? Way more than I want to put into this. Okay, so we'll just let it do its recipe. Oh, I think I got a rune back. Right, and then we just have to flick it twice. It would honestly make more sense to have a button to do this. That's not, no. Poke button. Poke button. Press the button. And it works. Okay. Gotta wait on that to craft up, or to get the mana through. Either way, guys, it doesn't take very long. Have a quick snack while we're waiting. Press the button, we wait for it, and it sends in the next recipe. Throw that down. Oops. Got 2 runes of earth now. Why do I keep putting that away? It's stupid. Nice. Yeah, I think if I can get like an absorption hopper or something like that. Oh, that's way more feasible. We'll do that here in a second. Okay, so absorption hopper. We'll just grab hopper, absorption hopper. We need obsidian. I don't have obsidian in here? Huh? Oh, I have an egg there, that's why. And boom. And then we need like what is it? Is it an importer? Let's just go ahead and grab an exporter too, because I'm not sure what it is. Doesn't have anything in it right now, which is correct. So we want east to be items. It looks like it's connected, maybe. Let's press our button here. And we'll go ahead and throw all these runes down as well. That hasn't moved any. Let's try the exporter. That's also not working. Let's try one more thing here. We can place this, I don't know, here. Item pipe out of it. That's going to be on the north side. So that's connecting. And we want this to pull from here and go into a chest. You are flipped around incorrectly. Okay, so at least that portion of it works. It looks like the whole thing works. So we'll send these runes through. What are you currently working on? I might need that mana powder I threw back in here. Might have accidentally grabbed it. Nope, no clue. Yeah, we can just try this again here in a minute. Why is that no longer showing up anything? Like, nothing changed other than I added this block here. Like, genuinely, what's this thing's problem? Oh, that's going to be in the system now. Isn't even called the Runic Altar. Ah. Where'd it go? Also, where are all of our... Where are these going to? Oh, they went here. Okay. Why'd this quit working? Either... Is it the absorption hopper picking stuff up from up here? I'm generally confused. Alright, we'll just restart the craft. And, oh, I threw my pipe wrench in here. That's no good. Just gonna try it without the absorption hopper. Oh, that's right, I canceled the craft. Okay, that worked. Maybe I had the wand in the wrong mode. Very possible. Alright, how many crafts does this have? It's like one, maybe just two? Oh, never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, something like that. Quite a few. Maybe we give the importer another shot. Maybe I was just being stupid. And I forgot to grab the absorption hopper. It's great. Oh, it's stupid. Do. Place you there. You're gonna come out of you. And we show the area on that should get over to here. So anything that pops off of it should be recoverable. Pulse. Yeah, I think I was just being dumb. Shocker. I think I had it on bind mode, which no, that's showing there. It wasn't working. I don't know. Oh, that's not. Oh, that's gonna be an issue. Okay, so we can't do this. Making another one. I think this is Rune of Summer, maybe? I don't remember what this one is. How many more we got? Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not too bad. Okay, it's not trying to craft. So that's, I'm assuming we're done then? Yep. So we should just be able just to craft it. That should just be a crafting recipe. I don't know why that's taking. Okay, it's missing some stuff. Okay, it's still working on things. Oh, that's okay. That somewhat makes sense. Not really, but okay. I don't think it knows that it gets some of the stuff back, which is, it's inconvenient, but it's also fine in the same sense. Nothing in the hopper. Do we have another round? Doesn't look like it. Let's go throw. Let's cancel all that again. Mana infuser. It was still showing having to craft one rune of Asgard. And for whatever reason, this one did not work this time. I think it put 2 airs in there. That's strange. We got it figured out though. Thought it was weird, but yeah, you know. I don't know if it's gonna think that it did. I think it did make it. Hallelujah, the mana infuser. Well, that took forever. How are we doing on mana over here? I mean, we got enough to make precisely 1. 1 Terra Steel. That's all we have. What are those blocks? That is a good question to ask the Lexica Botania. Where would that be at? No. Hmm. I'm not sure, but we'll have to wait until next episode to figure that out. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.